Did you know that the foods you eat could be accelerating cognitive decline, especially after health? Certain foods, which many of us consider harmless, could be harming your mental health more than you realize. As we age, our brains begin to change naturally. But what many don't realize is that diet plays a crucial role in this process. With each meal, you may be feeding your brain the right nutrients, or not. And, as simple as it may seem, the effects of a poor diet can be devastating in the long run. What you eat now could be what affects your memory and mental clarity in the future. But don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we'll reveal which foods you should avoid after 62, avoid accelerating cognitive decline. You'll discover the hidden villains in your diet that could be compromising your mental health, as well as practical tips on how to improve your brain function with simple food choices. It's not just about preventing Alzheimer's or other diseases, neurodegenerative diseases. It's about keeping your mind sharp, softening the impact of aging, and ensuring your memory remains strong for years to come. Are you ready to discover how small adjustments can make a big difference in your brain health? Stay with me, and let's understand how you can change this now, because your mind deserves the best possible care.
Did you know that the foods you eat could be accelerating cognitive decline, especially after 60? That's right. Certain foods, which many of us consider harmless, could be harming your mental health more than you realize. As we age, our brains begin to change naturally. But what many don't realize is that diet plays a crucial role in this process. With each meal, you may be feeding your brain the right nutrients, or not. And as simple as it may seem, the effects of a poor diet can be devastating in the long run. What you eat now could be what affects your memory and mental clarity in the future. But don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we'll reveal which foods you should avoid after 60 to avoid accelerating cognitive decline. You'll discover the hidden villains in your diet that could be compromising your mental health, as well as practical tips on how to improve your brain function with simple food choices. It's not just about preventing Alzheimer's or other diseases, neurodegenerative diseases. It's about keeping your mind sharp, softening the impact of aging, and ensuring your memory remains strong for years to come. Are you ready to discover how small adjustments can make a big difference in your brain health? Stay with me and let's understand how you can change this now, because your mind deserves the best possible care. As we age, our bodies undergo several natural transformations. Skin loses some of its elasticity, muscles aren't as strong as they once were, and vision and hearing begin to decline. And these are inevitable processes we all face. However, there's a silent and often overlooked transformation that can have an even more profound impact on our quality of life. Cognitive decline. Cognitive decline is one of everyone's biggest fears as they age. From simple forgetfulness to more serious challenges. Like dementia and Alzheimer's, brain health is something many of us overlook until it's too late. But the good news is that many of these changes can be prevented, or at least delayed, the right dietary choices. Did you know that the foods you consume daily may be accelerating cognitive decline, especially after 60? This is an alarming fact, but with the right knowledge, you can start making dietary choices that truly protect your mental health and help keep your mind sharp for much longer. What you eat now can determine your brain health for years to come. So it's crucial to be aware of the impact of the foods you consume. Most people know that excessive consumption of processed foods, sugars, and saturated fats can negatively affect the heart and weight, but few realize that these same foods can be destructive to the brain. The brain is a highly complex organ that requires specific nutrients to function properly. And inadequate nutrition can affect the way neurons communicate, impairing memory and mental clarity. Asterisk ao longodos anos, as decisus, alimenters, erotas. Podomalmeter, uno risco, de inflamaco, cerebral. Estudos mostram qa. Inflamaco, no cerebro. Esta diretamente relacionada a perda de memoria. Ao dano, neuronal eo, envelhecimento, cognitivo, precoce. Para piora, alimentos ricos em açúcares. refinados, gorduras, transi-carbohidratos, simples, podem, alimento, essa, inflamaco e acelero, processo de ditrio mental, tornando o cerebro mais vulnerável a degeneraco, além disso, os alimentos, errados podem interferir na absorção de nutrientes, essencia que o cerebro precisa para manter sua função. Por exemplo, a deficiência de vitamina B12 e ácidos graxos omega, sem esta diretamente ligada a redução de função cognitiva. Alimentos como fast food, refrigerantes e outros produtos industriais não oferecem os nutrientes necessários para o cerebro, mas sim excesso de substâncias inflamatórias e de baixo valor nutricional. Esses alimentos, comovils de saúde cerebral e devem ser evitados para manter a mente saudável. Mas a boa notícia aqui é evitar esses alimentos prejudiciais vocapod proteger e melhor a função cerebral. Há uma série de alimentos que nutram o cerebro e ajudam a combater os efeitos da idade. Alimentos ricos em antioxidantes como frutas vermelhas e gorduras saudáveis, como as encontradas no abacate e no azeite de oliva, ajudam a proteger o cerebro do estresse oxidativo do envelhecimento. Celular. Esses alimentos não apenas protegem, mas também promovem uma circulação sanguínea saudável, permitindo que o cerebro receba a quantidade necessária de oxigênio e nutrientes. Além disso, eles ajudam a manter os neurotransmissores equilibrados, o que melhora a comunicação entre as células cerebrais e resulta em uma melhor memória e clareza mental. Ao incluir alimentos ricos em vitamina E, selênio, anthocyanins e flavonoides em sua dieta. Voca estará dando ao seu cerebro melhor chance de funcionar de maneira ótima por muitos anos, mas antes de falarmos sobre as opções alimentares saudáveis para o cerebro, precisamos falar sobre os alimentos que voca definitivamente deve evitar. Isso é essencial, pois o impacto de certos alimentos pode ser devastador para a saúde do cerebro. Ao longo deste vídeo, vamos destacar que são esses alimentos, explicando como eles afetam o cerebro e como voca pode substituir los por alternativas mais saudáveis. Primeiro, vamos olhar para os alimentos ricos em açúcares refinados e carboidratos simples, como pães brancos, massas e doces. Esses alimentos são rapidamente convertidos em glicose no sangue e podem causar picos de açúcar, levando açúcar inflamaco e ao aumento da produção de radicais livres no cerebro. Esses radicais livres, por sua vez, danificam as células cerebrais e aceleram o processo de envelhecimento cognitivo. Além disso, o consumo excessivo de gorduras trans, frequentemente encontradas em alimentos processados e fritos, pode interferir nas funções cerebrais, dificultando a comunicação entre os neurônios e aumentando o risco de doenças neurodegenerativas. Refrigerantes e bebidas adequadas snow outra grande amica para o cerebro. Eles oferecem uma enorme quantidade de açúcares e calorias vazeias, examinem valor nutricional para o cerebro, agora que discutimos, brevemente, os elementos que vocative, evitar, o ahura de falar sobre, como, vocapode, agir, para, melhora, sua, saud cerebrali proteger, a memoria e, a clareza mental. Ao fazer, escolas alimentares, mais inteligentes, voca estará criando, futuro mais, saudável, e protegido, para o seu cerebro. Naho se preocupe, as mudanças snow simples e eficazes. Ao longo deste vídeo, vou compartilhar as melhores dicas para manter o cerebro afiado. O que voca passa, tomar o controle da sua saúde cerebral hoje mesmo. Diet plays a much more significant role in health than many people realize, especially when it comes to brain health. What you eat directly affects your ability to remember, learn, and even concentrate. The brain, although one of the most powerful organs in the body, is highly vulnerable to certain types of foods that, over time, can impair its cognitive function and accelerate the mental aging process. The science behind diet and cognitive function to understand why certain foods so impact brain health. We need to look at the oxidation and inflammation processes that occur within our bodies, especially as we age. As we age, our bodies become more prone to oxidative stress, which occurs when the number of free radicals in the body increases. These free radicals can damage cells, including those in the brain, and are a major cause of brain aging. What are free radicals? They are unstable molecules that seek to stabilize themselves by stealing electrons from other cells, which causes a cascade effect, leading to cellular damage. This process of cellular damage is known as oxidative stress, and it has a major impact on cognitive function. Brain cells, which are highly sensitive, can be especially vulnerable to oxidative stress, resulting in memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and even neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Foods that accelerate cognitive impairment now. Let's talk about some of the foods that can accelerate this process and harm brain health. These are foods rich in refined sugars, saturated fats, and simple carbohydrates, which not only increase brain inflammation, but also contribute to insulin resistance and increase blood glucose levels, factors directly linked to premature aging and cognitive decline. 1. Foods high in refined sugars and simple carbohydrates. Refined sugars and simple carbohydrates, found in foods like white bread, cakes, sweets, soda, and pasta, have a major impact on brain health. They cause spikes in blood glucose, which results in a series of problems for the brain. When blood sugar levels fluctuate rapidly, the body enters a state of inflammation that affects not only organs, but also brain cells. Studies show that high glucose levels can damage neurons and reduce the brain's ability to form new neural connections, function essential for learning and memory. Furthermore, a diet high in sugar can decrease brain plasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt and change over time. 2. Trans and saturated fats, trans fats, and saturated fats. Found in processed foods, fried foods, and fatty meats are known enemies of heart health, but they are also harmful to the brain. These fats increase LDL cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol, which can result in chronic inflammation. This type of inflammation affects the brain, damaging nerve cells and decreasing reasoning ability. Furthermore, studies show that excessive consumption of trans fats can reduce the brain's ability to form new memories and may even accelerate cognitive decline, especially in the elderly. Excessive consumption of these fats is also linked to increased insulin resistance, which can lead to memory problems and cognitive impairment. 3. Alimentos procesados, fast foodo, consumo regular, de alimentos procesados. Como fast food, pode ter impacto devastador na saúde cerebral. Esses alimentos são carregados de aditivos, químicos, Corantus, artificiaes, sodioic hackers, OX